Well, hi guys, welcome back to Tactical Review. You guys know, probably some of you better than I do, how busy life gets, and I realized today it's been over a week since I've put a video up for you guys, and I was a little discouraged. I was thinking I didn't have anything to review or to talk about. Well, I've been kind of mulling over a more, state of the second kind of thing, political based, and every time I tried to kind of go over my salient points, it just ended up getting ranty and diatribe-y, and so, I don't know, I'm not going to say that one's not going to come, but it's just super, super passionate about it, as many of you are, and so it just, if you want to get something similar, go over to Iraq Veteran 8888 and look at when Chad and Eric were doing their gun gripe about the assault rifle ban or assault weapon ban. I don't remember if that's 2018 or 2019, more of the same. And just watch Chad's reaction, and basically you get a preview of that. That's neither here nor there. Sadly, I've still got my ballistic panel over here with no defacing of it. That one's probably going to have to wait until next payday. I've got to get some clay ordered for measuring backface deformation. I want to order some Underwood Extreme Defender plus P plus ammo to throw at it. So, hey, if you've got some Underwood ammo that you want to throw my way, hit me up at a comment and we'll get that worked out. But otherwise, we're a couple weeks out on that video, realistically. I've got the stuff in to start another video that I'm super stoked about, but I wanted something that I could get up tonight. And that's when I remembered one of the items that really, it was kind of the beginning of my concept for this channel. And, well, that's this Mission First Tactical 30-round polymer mag. And, so a little bit of story time, just sit right there. Well, once upon a time, no, that's not how we're going to start this. So the day that I took delivery of my AR, live in the land of the free, home of the brave, we can do private party sales, and my coworker was selling his M&P 15 Sport 2, and I've talked about that in another video. And the day I went and picked it up from him, I was hoping to have a range day like the following day. And I only had the one Gen 2 PMag that came with the M&P 15, so I wanted a couple more mags to go to the range. And I went into town. I needed something else from Rural King, and once again, they need to sponsor me. But very seriously, I don't go into Rural King without swinging through the sporting goods department. I don't always walk out of there with stuff, but that's where I've gotten all of my ammo cans that I own. I've purchased ammo there. It's not as cheap as getting it online, but the prices aren't bad for picking it up locally. Just all sorts of good stuff. Their prices on, that's where I got the lower receiver that rides underneath my home defense gun. Just their prices on firearms are really pretty great. If you've got a Rural King around you, you should swing in there and check them out. Worst case scenario, you wasted a few minutes and you think I'm more of an idiot than you already do. Anyway, so I went in and I was looking at PMags. Now, they did have 3rd Gen PMags sitting on the shelf. That's not where I got these, but the Gen 3 PMags, if you don't know, I don't know all of the improvements, but they've got this dot matrix array for, marking it up with paint markers. And they come with the dust covers, which are awesome because when you store them fully loaded, they push down the stack of rounds and take pressure off those polymer feed lips. And I like to store my mags loaded. It's just really handy. I keep several loaded mags in my rifle case. I grab my rifle case, and usually I can go to the range I always take spare ammo with me, but I rarely reload mags at the range. It's a good time. Highly recommend it. Pick you up some extra mags. Take them preloaded to the range. Not the point. Anyway, so they had the PMags sitting there, and they weren't a bad price. They definitely aren't online prices for mags, but they weren't a bad price. But sitting right next to them were these Mission First Tactical magazines, and they were about 33% less expensive. So I turned to the fellow working the gun counter, and I asked if he'd heard anything about these, good, bad, or otherwise, and he had not. So I did a quick Google search to see if Mission First Tactical was good to go, and overall reviews were pretty positive, so I picked up 2 of them. And then when I got home, now I got to say my cellular reception in the sporting goods department of Rural King is not the best. So I got tired of, I kind of just got an overall idea. Hey, 4.5 out of 5 stars. I'm going to call it good. I'll take a gamble on 2 of them. And the thing is when I got home, I took a closer look, and as many of you know, Mission First Tactical makes handguards and butt stocks and all sorts of other accessories, and those are generally regarded as being pretty decent. These magazines, on the other hand, the reviews said that if you stored them loaded, the feed lips like to crack and the follower would bunch up. And now you see I'm not having any problems. So yeah, now I've run these several times. I've never had a failure to feed. But one thing I've done is, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to hold that up. I have taken, and in the spine of the magazine, I've put a little saw mark used by Handy Dandy Multi-Tool. I talked about that before. Good part of your EDC. And the reason I did that is I mentioned that the M&P 15 comes with a Gen 2 PMag. Now, the Gen 2 PMags don't come with dust covers. So I'd ordered a pack of those so that I could put it on my PMag, and then I had 2 extra because they only sell them in 3 packs or 6 packs. So I realized that the PMag dust cover would hook on the front, and then when I sawed that little notch in there, I could use a PMag dust cover on my MFT, or my Mission First Tactical magazine, which again, the big complaint was cracking feed lips. So by doing that, I can take pressure off of the feed lips and mitigate the problem. So, tactical review viewers, quick review on these. Now, I've not had any fail, so it's not been, first, what's good about these? Good. If you're picking up your magazines locally, they're going to be less expensive. Good if you're on a budget. Good. They've got really nice stippling on the side. Good. Made in America. I like that. Yes, I buy Chinesium junk, and you're going to see a lot of Chinesium junk on my channel. I mean, I'm looking at budget tactical accessories. We're going to see a lot of made in Chinese accessories together. But, I like the fact that they're made in the USA. They do have a lifetime warranty. So if you've gotten some of these, or if you decide to go out and get a couple of these, and you suffer the cracked feed lip issue, MFT will back up their product. So, would I recommend them? No, I would not. And part of the reason is, so I'm just going to tell you when I bought them, and right now I'm nowhere close to monetization, and I'm not trying to sell anything, and if YouTube sees it otherwise, I don't know. This is just anecdotal. I paid $9 a piece for these. Now, the Gen 3 PMags that were hanging 2 pegs over were about $15. So in store that day, I could get I could get 2 for just a few dollars more than 1. But then I modified them to use a PMAG dust cover. So what's that do to us? Well, these PMAG dust covers run between $1.20 and $2 a piece, depending on where you buy them. And you're going to have to probably buy them online anyway. So last time I bought dust covers, Primary Arms was the best website for that. You're just going to have to do your due diligence. So that puts me into this for something in the neighborhood of $11. Well, these Gen 3 PMags that I ordered, I did order these online. I don't remember where at this point. They come with the dust cover, and I paid $12.50 a piece for these shipped. So maybe not worth $5 more, but probably definitely worth $1 more. Excuse me. But further than that, here recently, Palmetto State Armory has been basically using Gen 2 PMags as packing peanuts. So if you pay attention and look for promo codes, you can get Gen 2 PMags from Palmetto State Armory for between $8 and $9 a piece any day of the week. I got my last batch shipped after tax were $8.50 a piece. So then if we pay $1.20 plus $8.50, that's $9.70 for a combat-proven magazine. So no, I would not pay $10 or $11 for this by the time I put a dust cover on and take my time to modify it, rather than paying $8.50 for this and $1.20 for this, and they're made to go together. So, am I saying it was a bad magazine? No. I have not had any problems out of it. What I am saying, though, is there's a chance that when I need it to perform, it won't. And on a range toy, we talked about this. This isn't the first time I'm saying this. On a range toy, I'll just be aggravated. But if we're talking about something that you might be trusting your life to, there's a reason that the military has finally switched to Gen 3 PMags, and why for years that PMags were one of the first things that soldiers would spend their own money on. But while we're talking about mags, I would also say a lot of times you can find D&H aluminum mags for like $6 or $7 a piece. Of course, there's trade-offs, there's pros and cons. The feed lips aren't going to crack, but they might bend. On a PMag, if the polymer is cracked, you can see it, you know it, and a lot of times they'll still function. Now that's. But I've seen a lot of reports from guys in combat, and again, this probably won't ever apply to most of us, but guys in combat zones, they would have they'd have their PMags in their chest rig, and they'd have to lay across things, whatever, and their metal mags would get ever so subtly dented. Don't mind the cameo by the cat, and unlike Rob Ski's cats at AK Operators Union, she is a freeloader. I don't think she's ever killed a mouse, so that's not the point. Hi. Oreo, will you say hi to the viewers? She said no, sorry. Anyway, so the military guys with the metal mags, they would get dented where they couldn't really see it, and then they would go to use that magazine and it would not feed. And again, this isn't, I never served. Thank you to all of the men and women who do serve. But anyway, so this is research I've done, things I've found on the internet, not personal experience. Anyway, metal mags by reputable companies such as D&H or USGI Surplus, and there's several others. are generally regarded to be good to go, at least if they have one of the two, definitely the newest. I think the two newest USGI anti-tilt followers are known to be good to go. And then obviously you can always retrofit them with a Magpul follower. Of course, if you're spending a little extra money, you're getting up into PMAG territory anyway. But you do you. So anyway, that's it for this episode. Thanks for joining me. Thanks for all your viewership. I've picked up another handful of subscribers this week. Looking forward to keep growing the channel. I've got some plans on how I want to thank you guys and incentivize channel growth, but that's another video. I don't need to make this one longer with that information. Like, subscribe, comment, ring the bell so you get notified. So definitely share. That's how we get new organic growth, is you guys going, this guy's an idiot, but he's an idiot that I sometimes like to watch, so you guys should check him out too. Or this guy's an idiot and he's funny to laugh at, so because he doesn't know anything. So that's fine. You know, a subscriber's a subscriber. I don't care. Also, hey, if you want to help the channel out, you can head over to my Patreon page. I'll have the link down below in the description, and you can become a patron. I'm big plans. I'm looking ahead. Right now, we're not gaining a lot of traction, but all in good time. And I will do patron-only monthly giveaways. But all of that is going to be dependent on having patron support. So, and if not me, you've got to have YouTube's content creators that you really love their content, and YouTube is demonetizing more and more and more Pro 2A channels. So if it's not me, it's Mr. Guns and Gear, or it's Iraq Veteran 8888, or Military Arms Channel, whoever it is. Okay, those are a handful of the ones that I watch. Your favorite content creators, your favorite firearms content creators are very likely no longer getting monetization from YouTube. So they are reaching out for community support. So if you appreciate your pro-Second Amendment type YouTube content, those creators are relying on the community to keep that content coming. So we're community. All right. I've been involved in the chat discussion on a couple of live streams, and I'm getting involved. And speaking of being involved, make sure you're staying engaged with your government representatives and with organizations that are helping to fight against the constant assault on our Second Amendment rights. So I've got links down below for the Firearms Policy Coalition and the Gun Owners of America. And I know there's other good organizations out there. Those are two that I have pledged my support to. So anyway, this is getting long-winded. I'm going to go ahead and sign off from this so I can get editing it and get it uploaded. And I've got other stuff to work on so I can keep content coming for you guys. So thanks for tuning in. Until next time, I'm Blair with Tactical Review. Shoot straight, stay safe.